there's so many things for us to track, and so many people don't do it. And even the journal, everybody knows they're supposed to be doing it, and it comes down to care, right? It's like, how much do you care, right? And most people that are struggling think it doesn't matter much, and it's too much effort. But you can't manage something you can't measure. So that is, if someone paid me, 12 grand to help them, they're gonna be exercising, they're gonna be, tracking everything they do, because I can't help them if I don't have any record of how they're doing. Right? You can't even help yourself. Right? If I didn't track my food and I was on a diet, I wouldn't be able to lose weight, or I wouldn't be as healthy because I'm not tracking it. If you are trying to become a millionaire or a billionaire and you're not tracking your money, how are you gonna know you're a millionaire or a billionaire? So, I'm trying to stress on these couple of calls, and I'm gonna get off this. You won't hear me talking about this no more in 2023, because I've done it, for this week, probably next week, and then you won't hear no more about tracking or anything like that, because at that point, I can't beat a dead horse. Like, I'm saying this is important. I'm saying that other people are not going to stress it as much. A life plan, a trading plan, a journal, the calendar, time management. It doesn't cost you anything besides attention to track. It's your choice. So, I get to a point where I feel like, hey, I'm good enough where I don't track every trade, and it still bites me in the ass. And even me, I mean, like, if I take more than 5 or 10 trades, it's not going to track unless it's a significant amount of money, if it's outside the norm. Because, at $500, then I'm willing to lose that. But if it's more than that, then I have to write it down. All right. So that's that on the trading journal. And there's other trading journals that you can use. But if you don't have one, or if at least you want to put this and copy it and put it into Notion, you want to, copy this and put it into, use Google Calendar. So another thing that I do on Google Calendar, right? There's a thing called Google Reminders, right? You can actually, where's that? Reminders.google, right? You can use reminders.google, or you can buy a text messaging service and text message yourself. Put it on automation, and you send yourself messages, right, of things that are important, right? Inside the calendar, for any of these, you go through, you can edit it, and you can put the reminders here, right? And then these reminders, you can send a note to yourself. They have also a tool that you can add a text message into Google Reminders. I think it's an extension or an add-on, but it pops up on my phone. So, the reminders that I have, it comes up. All right. So on that note, I'm not going to stretch this out. This class was really for a continuation to give you guys some tools. Did everybody get to copy the drop boxes?
Yes, sir.
All right. How about the Notions? I gave you guys the Notion templates, a couple of them.
Yes.
All right, cool. How you like using, do you still use Notion, Brother Mo, or not that much?
Not that much, to be honest with you. I use the Google Calendar a lot.
Right. So it doesn't matter, what you like to use or what you use. Some people still like Evernote. I use Evernote. I use Notion. I share the Notion with my wife. I share the Notion, me and Rhoda. And then for the fitness tracker and Mood to Earn, some of the guys that are working with me on health, we share the Notion. On Evernote, that's why I take a lot of my notes on Evernote, just because that's what I've been using. But on my reviews and my reflection, my goals, for 2022, I have my goals there, and I could see what they were from last year, right? And then I say, oh man, from last year I hit some of my targets. So I go back and review them. What some of my goals are and some of my targets. And this was from last year. And so my target from, some of my goals just on this, I realized that I spelled lose wrong. It was, it's my handwriting. It was, the basic goals every year is make $1 million and lose 50 pounds. And that was in January. And so I put my current weight or what it was, and I lied. It was really like 262. I thought it was around 250. And I looked at it at the middle of the year and I realized I didn't hit it. And that's where it's like I needed to speed it up. Right. And so, those are the things that you write down and then you come back to them and see where you're at. All right. And that is, that's kind of how you're going to track a lot. I mean, it was a lot more goals that quarter. I mean, I was just that quarter. All right. So when you miss them, halfway through, you recheck them. That's why I use Notion. I use it to track. So I had 2022, 2021. I'll have 2023 here. And then also the Notion has an app where I can add things and check onto it. And then my daily review, I do it on Evernote.